Hi, this is Henaleva with Welcoming Long Island. Here today we have with us the mayor of the village of Patchogue, Paul Pontieri. And today we're going to be taking a tour around the village. Alright, thank you, Mayor. Why do you believe Patchogue has been able to grow and expand economically in recent years?
You know, when I took office, people always talk about what they're not able to do. I just always kind of figured that it wasn't what you can't do, but what you can do. And to be able to really kind of take a look at what the strengths and weaknesses of your village are, or community are. We took a look at how we can change the dynamics of the village of who we are. We have a theater that we own, and it's who we are. Took a look at art space. Art space is an affordable housing development for artists.
To your knowledge, how many businesses in Patchogue are immigrant-owned or operated?
At least 10 that I can think of off the top of my head. We're in a community that celebrates who we are.
Right.
Because we have an open, easy government to deal with. People come, want to make the investment. Tritech, they're investing $110 million in our downtown.
What efforts has the village of Patchogue had to encourage and welcome immigrants to open more businesses?
Do I actively go out and solicit people for businesses? No. When people come in and they want to come down and talk to me about where they can do and what they can do, like with Jose Bonilla when we worked with them there, David Bustamante when he first moved into the Gallo, some 8 or 10 years ago, we talked about Main Street and how to become part of Main Street. The Peruvian gentleman, when he opened up, I went and spoke to him. And my hope is that we're seen as that community that you can come in.
Right.
Jose Bonilla is now opening up another place over on Main Street and Ryder Avenue down. We encourage by example.
Right.
I don't put advertising in the behavior.
How important do you believe immigrants are to the long-term economic sustained success of Patchogue?
One of the reasons in 2008 with the Marcelo Lucero situation that this village didn't implode, and it had every reason to, had every opportunity to, is because that there were relationships that had been built over time.
Right, right.
And whether that relationship came out of what the Patchogue Medford Library does, with their citizenship programs and area cell programs and those things, or the fact that we've always had, that Spanish Latino influence someplace in the village.
Right.
One of the things you don't see within the village itself, you don't see neighborhoods that are purely something or something else.
Right.
Where I live, you can go down a block and there's homes owned by the Italians, by the Latinos, by the Jews. It's not segregated by neighborhood. And I really think the generation that we're in now, and that 18 to 30-year-old generation, is the generation that's going to move the community forward. And I say that because they're coming out with the high school educations, they're coming out with the college educations.
How is it that, what we were speaking about earlier, that you're so out there in the community, that you're that you're very respected, because you go out there and you talk to people. Can you talk a little more about that process and the importance of it to the village of Patchogue?
The respect you get is based upon if you're approachable, people are comfortable speaking to you, and they trust the answer that you give. But trust isn't given, trust is earned. And I think that I've earned it from the community because I am visible. You can ask me anything. Maybe call me up on the phone. Most people have my cell phone. I tell people all the time, if the black truck's out front, I'm inside.
Right.
If it's out there, I'm in here. That door's never locked. I spend my time out on Main Street talking to people. But like I said, it's easy because this is where I'm from and who I am.
Right.